Hi, it's Keisha Dent, a certified mindset hypnotist, and I hope you're enjoying your summer. And it is summer giveaway time. Okay, yeah. We are giving away a book and card set. So if you know anything about me, about myself, I love to read, I love to write, I love to learn about myself, about self growth, and I love my cards. Okay. And so I put together just a little set that consists of my book, which is Life Change Now, and also a card deck by Danielle Malin called the Decoding Your Fear Guidance Deck, which is awesome. I really enjoy mine. And so we're going to do this little giveaway, and so if you are at all pay attention to anything that I talk about or put out, I'm always constantly talking about our thoughts, about overcoming negative thoughts, overcoming self-sabotage, overcoming the inner critic, imposter syndrome, all that stuff. So at the base of all of that information is, of course, what? Fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of the very change that we most want to bring into our lives. So this book and this card deck are awesome tools to help you at home to be able to bring about the change that you want. So I want to give that away in a little set, and it's super, super easy in order to enter. So first, let's talk about what you're going to win, right? So the first thing is, of course, my book, okay, Life Change Now. And this book is all about really why it's important things about why your sense of self-identity is everything when it comes to really creating what you want. It's about how the one superpower that you must learn to use to really create the life that you want and how to do it, which big hint, it's all about the magic and the power of your mind. And it's also about why your relationship to change is so important, how you can use that to create magic in your life, how to stop destructive habits, unwanted habits, and start new ones with an easier and more powerful method than pure willpower. We kind of know at this point that willpower doesn't really work that well, right? Okay, so that is Life Change Now. Okay, it's just in 3 steps in how to change what you're doing. And also, of course, we have the Decoding Your Fear guidance deck by Danielle Malin. And as you can see, this deck is awesome. I love the color of it. I'm a sucker for pink, but also it has wonderful, wonderful messages about how to disrupt whenever you are trying to overcome self-sabotaging behavior, getting stuck in unhealthy loops, how to move forward past that, how to actually be able to see your own BS whenever you're running into it so that you can disrupt it. And these cards are really, really good to really reflect on your behavior so that you can break unwanted destructive habits and move forward, okay? So this book and this card deck is what we're giving away. All right, so the deadline is, I'm going to actually put the deadline here on the screen. Okay, you want to really get that in by then to get it in, and also when we're going to announce it, when we're going to announce it. So both of those will be on the screen. And how do we enter? Well, basically, I want to know how to serve you. Okay, so it just is you're going to do a quick survey and answer as truthfully as you possibly can, as fully as you possibly can is all that I ask, because I want to know what you want to see from me, what I can do for you, how I can best serve you is really, really what I want to do. So you can find that survey link here. Okay, so 1 entry per person, and the rules will also be listed there as well. Okay, so I really, really would appreciate taking time out to tell me a little bit about what you're going through and what you need to see from me, how I can best support and help you. Okay, so best of luck to you. I hope you're enjoying your summer, and we will certainly see you. I hope to see your information in the little survey. I hope to see you enter, and best of luck in the giveaway. Okay, I'm excited. All right, that's it for me today. And remember always, again, in order to change your life, you must first change yourself. Thank you so much. Good luck, and I'll see you this summer. Take care. Bye. Do you feel as though you have been trying to achieve the same thing for an extended period of time? Do you find yourself feeling as though you're either running in place or taking 2 steps forward only to go 3 steps back? If so, this video is for you. Hi, my name is Keisha Dent. I'm a certified mindset hypnotist and the author of Life Change Now. And today I want to talk about self-sabotage. Its very insidious nature, how to recognize it, and of course, what to do, what we can most importantly do about it to move forward. So, first question, what is self-sabotage? And in fact, I think the best question to really start with is, what does self-sabotage feel like? What does it feel like? How does it show up in our life? Well, first and foremost, it's a feeling of being stuck. If you feel as though you are circling around, looping around in place, as though you're not moving forward, and you've been trying to move forward and trying to create change for an extended period of time, that could definitely be a sign of self-sabotage showing up in your life. It's the feeling of not really living up to your self-fulfillment, to a sense of self-fulfillment, really not living up to your potential, knowing that there's so much more for you to unlock in life, in your career, in your work, in your income, in your relationships that you're just not seeing, despite several times sitting down and saying, you know what, this is it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to change this. I'm going to move forward, but not seeing anything happen and not seeing any needle moving at all. And it definitely feels as though you are wanting to move to the next level, but you start to hear that voice. We've talked about that voice in a previous video, where it starts to tell you and remind you of all the past mistakes you ever made and all the reasons and proof and validation that you're just going to mess this up. You're just going to fall on your face. You might as well not even try. Okay? If any of this sounds like you, then you definitely could be seeing the specter of self-sabotage in your life. Okay? So now we can move on to the question. So what exactly is self-sabotage? Well, at its core, basically, self-sabotage, or so we call, the term that we call self-sabotage, is really a battle. It's a battle between your desire for something new, for a desire for change, and a perceived, often unconscious need to remain where you are. Usually because there's some sort of a sense of survival tied up into that. Now, how does that happen? Well, basically, as you may or may not know, the mind can generally be talked about in two general blanket parts, right? We have the conscious mind, which is what you're likely using right now. When you're watching this video, you're actively awake, you're alert, you're taking notes of things happening. Whenever you speak to someone, basically it's the part of that is aware, okay, that you use, that houses your willpower, that houses your reason, your ability to analyze things. That's the conscious mind. Now, there's actually an older and more powerful part of the mind called the subconscious, the unconscious mind. And this is the part of your mind that you're born with, okay? You're born with this part. And it's one of its main jobs is to ensure your survival. It pays attention to anything that is related to your survival. And unfortunately, very early on, for most of us, we made a correlation between comfort and survival, because when you were an infant, when you were a baby, those two things were intricately linked. For example, if you were uncomfortable, that you could actually die because you needed other people to take care of you. Now, obviously, a lot has changed. You have a lot more power now. You're an adult. You're moving forward. You're having so much more power and so much more ability to create change and so much more independence and autonomy. But that part of the brain is still operating. That original hardwire that seeks comfort because it links it to survival is still running in most cases and still must be dealt with or appeased. And oftentimes, whenever we are doing anything, what we actually are wanting to do is we're wanting to move into something that is unknown, that makes us uncomfortable. And the rule is, anytime you are battling, okay, the subconscious mind with its very, very, very powerful survival link, the subconscious mind is going to win. Just because that's the way the default setting is. It is meant to ensure that you're here, that you're safe, that you're here to move about the world, to procreate, to be able to continue another day. And the survival instinct is strong, especially from a world where, as humans, we used to really have a lot more to worry about than most of us, than many of us do right now. So when that happens, you have to understand too that willpower, which is what we're always trained to use, it can work. it certainly is a worthy tool and a worthy thing to hone. However, it often will not. And it often will work for a period of time, for a finite period of time, and then it doesn't. The reason is because it takes much more effort to push with your willpower, to push through. It is only going to work as far as you have the energy to do that, okay? Now, the reason that the subconscious is so powerful is because it is using the power of emotion and again of survival. Now, whenever you are finding that you're actually in this battle and you're finding that whenever you want to change or do something new, you're suddenly sabotaging yourself, in other words, doing behaviors that actually get in your own way, what you have to recognize is this is actually an emotional issue. And as such, it needs to be addressed on the level of emotion, okay? Which again, is part of your original GPS system. Before you can do anything else, before you can analyze, before you had the type of brain to be able to rationalize, to have willpower, you were pure emotion. You're pure, very, very, a much more simplistic organism, right? And that part of the brain is still operating. So it's really important to understand that. So what do we do? Well, of course, there's a few things that we can do in order to stop self-sabotaging behavior, which, by the way, if you are interested, I do have a free video course on how to stop self-sabotage. You can check that out over on the webpage for free email sign up. You can get that at newworldhypnosis.com if you would like to dive deeper into this, okay? But how do we do this? So basically, again, we have to treat it at the level of emotion. So if you're experiencing an emotional upheaval, it's really important to learn to either, and preferably all of these things, to either raise the desire, okay, the emotional payoff that you're going to get for what you want, which is the pull, or to also raise the pain of staying where you are at, which is the push, okay? But also, we can also learn to lower the pain and the discomfort that we feel from making the change that we want. And all of these things can be dealt with, and the most powerful way to do these things is to change the way you think, to change the way you feel about yourself, and to also change your relationship with your emotions, okay? So in order to do that, I want you to, again, check out that free little video series that we have over on newworldhypnosis.com. And also, if you are interested in learning more, particularly about how hypnosis can help you, which hypnosis is one of the most powerful ways in order to change that about yourself, to be able to overcome self-sabotaging habits, then please sign up for a free consultation with me. You can do that at newworldhypnosis.com, okay? So thank you so much. It's all for me today, and I hope you're enjoying the rest of your summer if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. And remember always, in order to change your life, you must first change yourself. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon. Take care.